Hey everybody, Thacia here with Legacy of Light in conjunction with One Love Wellness Center here in Menasha, coming to you for day maybe 52 of my 365 days from my heart to yours. And I just wanted to share a couple things. One from Mark Nepo in the Book of Awakening. Just some days just hit me and are like bring tears to my eyes because it's just so, it's poignant, it's beautiful, and so that's what I'm sharing. And I also picked a card for y'all from the Anubis Oracle. Just super cool. So it's a journey into the shamanic mysteries of Egypt. So today it was lighting our way. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. And that is by Carl Jung. If Jung is right, then paradise is no more than seeing the light forming in the dark. Perhaps being awake is paying attention to the ongoing moment of life that we so often take for granted. That moment, like conception, like a seed cracking open, that is happening even as you read this. Yet, as a headlight grows filmed by driving through all kinds of weather, the gift by which we perceive gets covered by experience, and our ability to see is diminished until we clean the gift. This is a lifelong process, one that never ends, but is always beginning. So take care of one's being is imperative and continuous. As simple and as hard as wiping the residue of the experience from your mind and heart, letting your original face again light the way. Though, like scratching the middle of your back, we often need each other to regain our sense of oneness. It helps here to tell an old Sufi story about a thirsty man who follows a muddy stream into a cave. He carries a lantern, holds it before him, and finds the clear source which he can drink from. When feeling muddied and trouble, we must not drink from the mud, but trace it to the source carefully. Carrying the lantern of our spirit before us, we must enter the darkness of our troubles if we are to drink clearly again from the source. This is making the darkness conscious, and compassion is swaying our small little light near others that are too troubled or muddied to see their way. And that was, to me, just a beautiful explanation of what, we're doing. Because by all these experiences, we get this film on us, and it covers up the light. And even in, a channeling I was listening to this past week, it was, having the same thing, saying we're pieces of gold that are just dusty, and we just need to clean that off to remember who we are. And just like, in the Sufi analogy of going to the source, but the source is in the darkness. So the source of our light, the source of the beauty is in the darkness. It's bringing our light to the darkness to remember, to clean off the headlight, to clean off that piece of gold, to remember who we are, and to remember that these things are here for our positive growth. And it's not always easy, maybe, the lessons that we chose, and sometimes we question Why would I choose to go through this lesson, and how many times do I have to go through this lesson, and what am I, maybe sometimes it's what am I missing? That this occurrence keeps happening. Like, sometimes I feel like, like I got the lesson, why is this reoccurring? And I don't have the full answer, but I think that it's just, we need to continue to have trust and faith in ourselves, and trust and faith that there is light, there is beauty under all the darkness, under all these experiences that we feel that are dark. And and that we allow everything in our existence for what sometimes does not seem like positive growth, because it's just coming from our perception. And maybe we did miss something along the way. But the universe is ever and eternally in love with us and adores us. And sometimes we just have to have faith and go into the darkness to find the source of the clear water. And to just trust that it's going to be okay. And that, just brush it off. And it may take some time. And I know for myself sometimes that time is frustrating, and it's talking about every moment. Things are occurring, and we take a lot of these moments for granted and just want to be at, the end moment, the end goal. And sometimes that isn't even really what it's all about. Really what it's about is this journey in between. And maybe sometimes you don't reach that goal, but you come out of the situation in a better place than before, because it really wasn't about the goal. It was about the journey along the way and what you've decided to learn, and the imprint that you've decided to leave on this planet. The imprint that you've decided to leave in the Akashic grid. Because we've all made plans, we've made choices and paths. And when those paths lead to darkness, that's when we become light. That's when we can find the source and find this clean water and wipe off the dust and see our golden color, to see our true essence. And to be that light for those around us who maybe are having a hard time with theirs. And even, along this path, we still have to have trust and faith in other people as well, because they are part of us. And maybe, we can't always be strong. And that's why it's good to have somebody that you can confide in and hold space for you when, sometimes it's really hard. And you just don't have faith. So they can hold that space for you to give you that power and to give you that remembrance and, help you wipe a little bit off and help you see a little bit with their lantern. So, chose a card from the Anubis Oracle and came up as Hathor, the magic medicine woman, integration. And this is such a cool card to go with this aspect. So you can call on Hathor to assist you in finding the source, in finding that light in the darkness. And she says, the beauty permeates the goddess of love and joy, celebration and intoxication. She is the cow goddess of the night sky, whose nourishing milk streams forth as the Milky Way, in the lineage of the most ancient grandmother Neith, who is sometimes depicted as a serpent who reaches inside herself to pull out all of creation. An abiding sense of benevolence of Neith is infused into Hathor, the medicine woman who integrates the light and dark into a magical blend of higher love and wisdom within her gold and silver chalice of healing. Her medicine resolves inner conflict. Anything lowly in form becomes divine in her blended love. So you can call on her to help you integrate, to help you find that inner light and to blend the light and the darkness in a magic, in her chalice. She has the power to bring you to the sacred marriage within, fostering unconditional love for yourself and others. When you are healed by Hathor's magic, you experience a peaceful yet powerful infusion of love. When she appears in her Lady of the Beast aspect, all of Earth's creatures feel blessed and safe in her presence and long to be close to her heart. If you have chosen this card, you have the opportunity to drink from Hathor's magical medicine chalice. As you focus on her loving presence, begin to resonate within the essence of the brew she's creating for you. A blend that includes the oppositions in your life, combined alchemically to transmute into unconditional love. Feel the healing power of love enter and flow through your being. Problematic situations, struggles, and even strained relationships can be transformed when you integrate Hathor's love. Hathor can introduce you to the allies of animal totems. When you pull this card, it is a good time to notice who comes into your conscious awareness. You might even find that a totem appears in your outer physical surroundings over the next few days. Watch for the magic so you can engage with it fully. And that is just beautiful to me. And really not much more needs to be said. So, she has the power to bring you to the sacred marriage within, fostering unconditional love for yourself and others. And just another piece of the universe that eternally adores you and wants to assist you in this path that you're on, to help you integrate the dark and the light, and to realize that you need to go into the dark to find that light, and she will assist you. And you can watch out for some animal totems. It's beautiful. It's just all integration of how the universe works. You know, I read from this book, and then I decided to choose a card from you from something else, and it's all intertwined. It's all connected, all for your positive growth in any situation that you're going through. So, I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow.